Previously, I started with the CPLD and FPGA architecture and its application. That is last topic of the fifth model. Already I have told regarding this that classification of PLD. PLD is a programmable logic device. PLD is a programmable logic device. This PLD is classified into three types. One is called simple PLD, SPLD, CPLD, complex programmable logic device, and FPGA, field program gate array. Further, this SPLD, that is PLD, is classified into three types: PLA, PLA, programmable logic array; PAL is programmable array logic; generic array logic, GAL. Okay, in this FPGA, further we have the two types. One is called the static random access memory based, and one-time password, one-time programmable, that is OTP, one-time programmable. Okay, this is about the classification of the PLD. First, a simple programmable logic device, that is SPLD. As the name says that SPLD has a simple architecture. It is simple to the programmable read-only memory. It is a best example for the SPLD. Okay, it is simple programmable read-only memory. This SPLD is capable of implementing hundreds of gates and normally programmed by the user by using the inexpensive programmers. The main limitation of this SPLD is their low logic capability, that's due to the restricted nature of the and or. That means this the PLD, the basic thing is, entire thing is designed using the simple and or plan. It is the PLD, the basic entire logic is implemented, designed using the and or plan. Simple, it is a basic structure of the PLD. Here we have a data inputs and output using the links, but which link we have to be connected. There is a, say it is a fuse has to be the open or short through the means of the program, that interconnecting things are in the means of the program. This one is called the AND array, second is the OR array. Okay, entire thing purely based on that. It is a simple two inputs, say A and A bar, B and B bar. Say output expressions can be designed. Here we have a fuses, different fuses for the interconnecting. Okay, it is OR array and they are the AND array. There are three main types of the PLD, that is SPLD architecture. One is called the programmable logic array, PLA, and second is programmable array logic and generic array of logic. That is PLA, PAL, GAL. The basic difference between the one to another, using this table we can say that. Okay, in read-only memory they are the fixed, AND array is fixed and OR array is programmable. In PLA both are programmable, and PAL they are the programmable, that is AND array is programmable and OR array is fixed. Okay, what is meant by fixed and what is meant by programmable, we will see one by one. Okay, here the two most popular SPLD are the PAL, produced by the Advanced Micro Device AMD, Advanced Micro Device AMD, known as the 16R8 and 22V10. What is the 16 and what is meant by 8? It is purely input output lines. They are defined. What is 20 and 10? Both of these devices are industrial standards and are widely second source of by the various components. The name 16R8 means that the PAL has a maximum of 16 inputs. The 16 input. There are 8 dedicated input and 8 input slash output. Okay, out of the 16, 16 can be used either input slash output lines. Among that 16, 8 are dedicatedly inputs and second 8, okay, 16, second 8 either it can be used as an in slash out, input output also. Okay, next and the maximum of 8 output lines. This side in this 16, with 16 it can be split into two things. One is called 8 slash 8, it is purely input. Second 8 can be dedicated, can be used either can be input or the output. Next, a maximum of 8 output lines, this side. Okay. Next, similarly, R refers to the type of output provided by the PAL and means that each output is registered by D flip flop. Each output lines is a D flip flop. Similarly, a 22V10 has a maximum of 22 inputs and a maximum of 10 outputs. This type is first is input, second is output. 22 inputs slash 10 outputs. P means the actuality and they can be configured in the various way of configuration, registered and some. Okay. There are some more alternative ways of these things are there. This device is similar to the complexity to the PAL, but there is offer a more flexibility in the way of that output are produced and has a larger and OR plans. In the EP610, output can be registered and the flip-flops are configured as any of D, T, JK and SR. The previous 16 or 8 PAL, in that only it is in a D flip-flop, but in the EP610 it has the registered output can be registered, that can be output can be registered and the flip-flops are configurable. We can select the output flip-flops. Simply D, there are the number of flip-flops are there. We can select, we can choose that particular output lines, output to a particular flip-flop. But that is not the case in the 16V, 16R8. Okay, next PLA is programmable logic array. Programmable logic array consists of two programmable plans. One is called AND array and second is called the OR array. The AND plan consists of a programmable interconnected along with the AND gates. First is AND array followed by the OR array. First is AND array, that is product term. That product term are being summed by the OR plan. First is product plans. Product is through the AND plan and followed by the OR plan. OR plan is sum. That is product of sum. Product of sum. AND plan consists of a programmable interconnected along with the AND gate. Say the OR plan consists of the programmable interconnected along with the OR gate. Each of input can be connected to the AND gate with any of the other input by connecting the crossover point of the vertical and horizontal interconnected lines in the AND gate. Programmable interconnect. Similarly, initially the cross connection that is electrical path configuration. PLA will connect particular crossover point together. Wherever crossover point, that point we can through a programmer we can interconnect. The AND gate is seen within a single line to the input. This view is by the convention, but this is also means that any of the input vertical line can be connected. Hence for 4 PLA inputs, the AND gate also has 4 inputs. The single output from each of the AND gate is applied to an OR gate programmable interconnect. Very simply, how many line inputs are there, that number of lines, that number of AND gates are being used. Say it is a two input line, that is A and B are the inputs, have been connected to the AND array. This is called the program, this X line, cross point, vertical horizontal line crossing. This point is called the connecting point. To the programming, we are connecting. Here in the initially this has been crossed. That means first line A bar is being program connected through to the first AND gate, and second B bar, A bar, B bar. Required crossing, required output can be designed. Required output based on the designing requirement, we can configure, we can that cross mark. Here cross mark through a program we can make the cross mark. Simply see here for this output, for the output 1, in this case output 1 is first, output 1 is A bar, A bar, B bar, plus output 1 is first is connected this one, second is this one. This means A plus B bar, A into B bar, A into B bar plus AB. Output 1 is this one. Similarly, output 2 is it is O2. O2 have been connected all the things. It is A bar B bar plus A bar B plus A B bar plus AB. Similarly, for the output 3 is A bar B bar, A B bar and AB. Similarly, output 4 is A bar B, A bar, A B bar and AB. They are the selected things. What are the selected things? Based on the wherever the cross points are there, they have been connected. They have been programmed. These cross points are called the connecting lines. Connecting, why they as well fuses, they are connected. Okay. Here in the programmable array logic, the first programmable device was the programmable array logic developed by the Monolithic Memory Inc. It is MMI. The programmable array logic or PAL is similar to the PLA. Okay, it is similar to the PLA. In the PLA, both are programmable. That is, AND array as well as the OR array are programmable. In the PLA, both the logic, that is OR logic as well as the OR plan, are programmable. But in the PAL device, only AND gate are programmable and the OR array is fixed by the manufacturer. In the initial stages itself, they are fixed. Only programming part is we can select through the AND array we can program. This means that PAL device easier to program and less expensive than PLA. On the other hand, since the OR plan is fixed, it is less flexible than the PLA device. Okay, only PAL is AND gate is programmable, AND array is programmable, OR array is fixed. By in the initial stage, in the manufacturing process itself, they have been programmed. Only we have a option of interconnecting through a connection through the only AND plan. This is a simple representation of PAL. In this only AND array is when programmed, OR array is fixed. The PAL. The PAL device has an N input lines which has a fed to the buffer inverter. Buffer inverter are connected to the input of the AND gate through the programmable link. Output of AND gate are then fed to the OR array with fixed connection. OR array is there is no programmable. Only it is the lines are fixed. Only through a output lines of the AND array they have been connected to the OR gate that to get an output lines. Only thing is programming thing is AND gate only. In the generic array logic, this generic array that PAL and PLA device are one-time programmable. That means once you have been programmed, we cannot change. That means PROM. These are called PL and PLA are device are one-time programmable based on PRO. So the PAL and PLA configuration cannot be changed after it has been configured. Once have been configured, we cannot change, we cannot modify it. This limitation means that the configured device would have to be discarded and a new device configured. Once if you want to modify, if you want to change the concept, programming concept, that is interconnecting concept, you have to go for the new device. Then we have a PAL and PLA. The GAL, although similar to the PAL architecture, uses EEPROM, electrically erasable program read-only memory. It can be erased through the means of electrical. It can be reconfigured. We can program, reprogram, reconnection, reinterconnection can be possible when we have a generic array logic. Okay, the generic array logic device as invented by the Lattice Semiconductor. The GAL was an improvement on the PAL because one device was able to take the place of many PAL devices or could even have a functionality not covered by the original range. It is primary definite benefit, however, was that it was erasable and reprogrammable, making prototyping and design change easier for engineering. Initial design that whenever we have a reprogrammable, we can have a flexibility of a reprogram, that is programmable programming flexibility is there. That is not the case in the previous case. Okay, next we'll go for the things called complex programmable logic device, CPLD. That CPLD is an pointed by first in their family of this called the classic EP LD, and then it in the three additional series called Max 5000, Max 7000, Max 9000. They are series of the CPLD only. The CPLD is the complex programmable logic device which is more complex than the PLD. Okay, the thing is in the CPLD, just it is similar to the PLD. There are a number of PLDs are there in the CPLD. Simply, it is built on a PLD architecture and created a much larger design. Consequently, the PLD can be used to integrate the functions of the number of discrete digital IC into a single device, and the CPLD can be used to integrate the functions of number of PLDs into a single device. That means in the CPLD there are a number of PLDs are there. Simply we can say that in the CPLD one PLD is meant for one function. If you have a number of functions, for the n number of functions we have a number of PLDs, just means of interconnecting the one PLD to another PLD through a program. The PLD architecture is based on a small number of logical block, global programmable interconnect. Logical block, that is programmable logical block, and global programmable interconnect. Instead of relying on a program unit of the configured chip, it is advantage to able to the perform the programming while the chip is still attached to its circuit board. in the circuit board itself, the IC is available. Through a programming means, we are interconnecting through a program only. We are configuring, we are connecting, designing a logic. This method of a programming is now called in-system programming. Okay, in the system itself, in the system programming. That means IC is already fixed onto the a printed circuit board. That is a circuit board. IC is on a board, circuit board. Through a programming means, we are changing the things. That is in system. That is on to the system. It's IC is called that in system programming. It is not usually provided for the PLA or PAL, but it is available for the more sophisticated chip known as complex programmable device. Okay, that only thing is in system program. Just if you remember this, it is word sufficient. The CPLD, there are a number of PLDs are there. Okay, here just see the architecture of the CPLD. The architecture of the CPLD is quite simple. It is called the FB functional blocks, interconnect matrix, input output lines, IO lines, interconnected blocks. That is FP is nothing but this is PLD. This FB is nothing but PLD, programmable logic device. Okay, the CPLD consists of the number of logical blocks or a functional blocks. That FB is called a functional block. That functional block is nothing but PLD itself. The functional block or a logical block, LB in place of FB, we can write LB. LB is also called a functional block or functional block or a logical block, each of which contains a macro cells and their a PLA or PAL circuit arrangement. That functional block consists of the simple small cells. That cells consist of the either it can be PLA logic or PAL logic. In the diagram, 8 logical blocks are shown. The building block of the CPLD is the micro cell, which contains logic implemented adjusting to normal for expensive and more specified logic operation. Okay, here this is called the just simply they have specified. We can write number of depending on the user. The logical blocks will be varies depending on the vendor, depending on the manufacturer. The IC based on the IC type, logical block, that is a functional block, varies. Okay, in that diagram, the logical diagram, the block diagram, they are shown the 8 logical block, functional blocks. They are called the building blocks of the CPLD. Okay, the macro cells provides the additional circuitry to the accelerate registers or non-registered output, along with the signal polarity control. And that polarity control provides a output that is a true signal or complement of the true signal. Polarity is simply a control output. Output can be a true. True, for example, true is 1. Complement is 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. Complement of the true signal. Polarity. The actual number of the logical block within the CPLD varies, and the more logical block available, the larger the design that can be configured. If you have a more logical block, then a designer can configure more functionality can be implemented. If less logical blocks, automatically less functions can be designed. Okay, in the center of the design, in the global programming interconnect. The basic is programmable interconnect. What is meant by programmable interconnect? This interconnect allows the connection to the logical block, microcells, and the I/O cell array, the digital I/O cells of the CPLD connecting to the pins of the PLD package. Okay, that means it is a programmable interconnect. We have to connect the one logical block to another logical block. To get our required design, we have to interconnect the one logical functional block to the another functional block to get the required output. The programmable interconnect is usually based on either array based interconnect or the multiplexer based interconnect. Okay, it is a simple architecture of the PLD. It is consist of the CPLD. It is consist of different PLDs. Here, in this case, there are the 4 PLDs are placed, and say there are a pad, a square pad. It is called the I/O cell, and these lines, vertical lines and horizontal lines are there. These are called the programmable wiring channels. They are the programmable wiring channel bus. It is bus consisting of number of wires, vertical and horizontal wires, to interconnect one PLD to another PLD to get the required output at the I/O lines. Okay, it is a simple architecture. Drawing the CPLD architecture quite easy, quite simple. Remembering also it is quite simple, easy. Only if you draw the 4 blocks, in that 4 blocks, that if you mention a PLD, there the only 3 things are there. One is called the I/O cell and programmable interconnect and PLD. Okay, next class I will continue these things. In the one more topic is there, FPGA. Next class I will cover that, and then almost that completes our syllabus. Next class, by the next class I wind up your syllabus, and if time permits, we'll go next 2 class for the revision of a 4th module. 1 or 2 topics they are left, and that topics I will cover in the probably on the today's Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, and by Saturday we will wind up your entire syllabus. So any doubts you can ask. Next topic is programmable, that is field programmable gate array. This class lo ee cheptanu. Chepte ee entire syllabus complete అవుతుంది.